And here we are at the final room. So, if you'll excuse me. Could be. And this is Odi Wang Lee. Who gives us villain taunts. Because villains got a monologue. And say, unlike your sidekicks, my sidekicks are skilled. And we're going to get the introductions. They give all these people names. I'm not even going to try and pronounce other names. These sisters. And old dude. Other old dude. So now all we got to do we can walk up to each of them in turn. And these guys are just palette reswaps of the last guys in that one room. But these guys have a decent amount of hit points we've got to tear through. Oh, you aren't that hurt, you big baby. Now you're that hurt. And we could try to walk up and actually face him. But if we actually try to, the next team just comes up and attacks us. So we could try that, but it does nothing. At this point, it is just kind of important to survive these fights. I mean, if you can get Yuan here, or whoever you have as your pupil, get him as much practice as possible. And now we're going to fight a slightly re-swapped dude. And we need to get out from in between them. That would be a good thing. Dang it. Quit missing. Which one was it? Eventually the paralysis will kick in. I don't think it's gonna matter much. You're disappointing me there, Yuan. It would be somewhat effective, but you don't want to stand in between them. You really don't want to give them the opportunity to double team you with the with that little spin attack they have, because they will both use it and completely just obliterate you in one turn if you try to stand between them for too long. Both of these sets of guys do this. So your best bet is actually to just get underneath them so they don't have access to that one attack. If you can. Of course, if they do that, of course, when that hits, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I probably should have just been hitting with that the whole time. You are a jerk. Yeah, these fights are... They finally decide to put a couple of actually decent fights in this game right at the very end. To where you're actually going to use your healing items on these last few fights. Did not mean today. That is annoying. Hang on. I have to take care of something real quick here. There. Okay, this one might actually be the hardest fight in the game. Because really, these are not slow enemies. Not quite. Actually, I think you're thinking of Final Fantasy IV. Okay, this has become much easier with that out of the way. Still can't breathe easy yet. Because of that, ah, dang it. And now she's gonna finish him off. Because she's a jerk. I mean, we still advance. But I really didn't like that. Okay, so still do that. See, the good thing here is we literally got on both sides of him. So we can only really attack one of us at a time. Dang it. They just love doing that to him. The poor pupil just got smacked around a whole lot during that series of fights. That was him dying. That's what that was. And Odi Wang Lee here is not entirely sane. He literally hires 2 assassins to basically test him at any time to try to kill him, and he has to fend them off. So now we've got 2 assassins, one on each side of the master and the apprentice here. And the master says he's going to take the assassins by himself, while we take Lee. This seems like a good plan. So now we're going to flash back to the ultimate technique here. No music or sound effects for that, but you know, it's a flashback. You? You? Solar flare! Both master and pupil sit here and do this. And we finally get the boss music. So, we get a one-time use of the super move here. We get to do that once. And that actually does wreck him pretty hard. And now we're poisoned. Because of course we are. Luckily, the poison isn't going to be a threat. Sadly, that is. There's a real chance we could lose this fight, by the way. I was a little concerned. Oh yeah, you will get items that restore for many more hit points than you have. We need them. Like I said, this is literally the worst character you can try to bring into this fight. And, the fact that he missed 2 level ups. Whew, okay. We win. And that is the end of the chapter. Pretty much. Our final move's a spin kick that knocks him back into the gong through his throne. And the master has pretty much expended the last of his energy on fighting those assassins off while we faced off against Lee. Odi Wang Lee. So now comes the handing down of the torch. And he's going to go pass on the message to, about his growth. He's going to go pass it on to, Lee and Samo. And then credits with a 3rd gravestone. Yes, the old mentor had to die. The chapter's name was literally Inheritance. So, you know. And dude just walks up there and splits the boulder in half with one punch. Master loosened up for you, man. One Punch Man begins, yes. And he accepts his title as Xin Shan Quan Master. And once again, we get the Ninja Tank music. I can never not think of this as singing Ninja Tank. I'm just saying. And there's the shopkeep. Yeah, there is a little bit of London Bridge is falling down in here. And we just end out the chapter on sepia-toned flashback shots here. And it ends like many a 70s Chinese action flick movie does. Like many a Jackie Chan movie would, actually. So now, 2 scenarios down. The next scenario we are going after will be Feudal Japan and Ninja, but we're not going to do that right now, because that one will take a couple hours, at the very least, because there are a few ways to play through it. So I'm going to ask, would you rather see me do the peaceful route, where I kill as few people as possible? Would you rather me carve a nice bloody path? Or would you rather me carve a nice bloody path and try to kill every single person on the planet? Either or. I'll let you guys, I mean, you guys can answer now, but I'll let you think about it for a week, because when we come back, I will, peaceful one? Okay. Yeah, when we come back, we will do peaceful. That's gonna actually take me a bit to remember how to do certain sections, because certain sections require you to get into fights, run away, go hide, and it clears the path for you. That type of thing.